No.
Lou Rawls.
You always go to Lou Rawls.
Yeah, I don't
He
know.
always goes to Lou Rawls, even though he knows exactly what Lou Rawls sounds
Blam,
like.
blam, 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 blam. That's what I'm
What's a
saying.
clue?
He'll never get it. It's Glenn Campbell, who passed away, I think. Is Glenn Campbell dead now? I think he did die. He knew he was going to die, and so he kind of went the Warren Zevon route, where he made like one last album and blah, blah, blah. But Wichita Lineman is one of the many, many songs that this guy Jimmy Webb wrote that became hits for other people. He wrote MacArthur Park and By the Time I Get to Phoenix and all these songs. But made me think of Noah is one of our bureau chiefs in Pittsburgh. And he's like, you guys were talking about jobs last week. And he said, I'm a lineman in Pittsburgh for a phone company. Made me think of Wichita Lineman. We work 4 10-hour days and then have overtime, so about 50, 60 hours a week. And I've worked that schedule for almost 20 years. We start at 6, so we're up at 4:30 every day. That must have been responsive if we were breaking Mary's balls for getting up at like the crack of 10 or whatever it is.
No, because
you know.
I'm just exhausted. That's
I understand.
Being on the road. and
Everybody has
working
different
and-
schedules. I know.
Well, last week, I got home Monday because I had a Sunday night show. So I got home Monday afternoon last week. And then all of last week, I packed stuff during the mornings or I had appointments. And then I came into work. And then I had shows over the weekend. So over the course of last week, I moved all of my necessities into my boyfriend's apartment. So like my clothes
House.
and house. Sorry. Out of my apartment into his house.
What constitutes necessities?
Things that I would need to get ready for something. So clothes, shoes, toiletries.
You don't keep those at your apartment?
No, I moved him into his house.
So what's left in your apartment?
My big stuff. My
Oh,
bed.
so you're basically living out at his house now?
Yes.
I
So
see.
because we're leaving, I'm only home 7 days in the next 3 weeks, and I wanted the cat to have some amount of time to get used to that house before we're gone on vacation for a week too.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, I'll just get the things I need to live into the house, and then we can stay there, and I can wait for the movers to do the rest, kind of
Mm-hmm.
a thing. But like all last week, I came off of a 10-day stretch on the road, and then I was doing stuff before and after work every single day, and had shows at Hilarities all weekend, and moving during the day, and birthday parties. It was just an exhausting week. That's all.
Birthday parties.
Oh yeah, we went to the Children's Museum Saturday. Have you ever been there?
Yeah.
It is a cool place.
There's a lot going on there. East Side, near East Side, right?
It's kind of by the Agora in Masonic. It's right next
Yep.
to Masonic
It's right
Temple.
on Euclid there.
Where we did the last Alan Cox Show comedy tour.
Yeah,
That big old place.
I guess I never really noticed. I know the Agora, or
It's easy to drive by it and miss it.
It's like a weird looking Victorian house almost. But
cool, though.
they do.
What's in it?
So because of COVID, you have to like rent the whole place for 2 hours. But there's like 3 different sections that they took us to. There's like the first section's like everything's like water play essentially. So there's like
I was
okay.
gonna say, it's a children's museum.
I don't really know how
Sure
to describe
is.
it. It's like it's just like the science center kind of, but for little kids.
It's pipes and paddles and pools. And
so there's that, and then there's like a huge jungle gym and like a little theater where they can play dress up and put on a show, and like an arts and crafts area and things like that. We had my boyfriend's daughter's birthday there Saturday, which I feel like watching kids run around is exhausting.
It is.
Not even doing it yourself. I was like, we were only there for 2 hours, and there were 6 kids that were playing together, but I was still so tired after
And
that.
watching them is tiring?
Just making sure no one was getting hurt or stuck somewhere or lost or...
Yeah.
I feel like you're always on alert.
You are.
Well, you are. They're children.
That's why it's exhausting.
Yeah.
To put all of your focus. Like, I wasn't even doing the running around, but I
Well,
was
how many kids were you had to focus on?
There were... I'm only responsible for the one.
That's
but
what
there
I was
were
going
like
to say.
7
Yeah.
kids there.
They weren't like a bunch of your nieces. You had to focus on one kid.
Well, 2 of my nieces were there, and then we had 4 other small kids that were friends with her.
But your sisters were probably there too.
Yeah, there was... Every family had... There was like 2 adults per 2 kids.
Right.
But it's... I don't know. It's still like...
It's all new to you though too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess because you know what? My sister and my best friend were sitting in the corner talking for like an hour.
They don't care at all.
Right.
To them, they're like, I don't. To them, they go, I finally don't have to watch those kids.
Right.
Yeah. And to
It's
you,
so-
you're like, where'd they go? What'd they do?
Is somebody bleeding? Who's stuck? Like, you
That's what
know?
I'm saying. Like things that you think would normally hurt kids, because we look at it and like, ooh, kids just bounce right back up, and they're like, no, stop, you're bleeding. Like you're getting dirt in that cut, and it's gonna get
Because they have
infected.
the adrenaline going, so they're just moving. They don't
Yeah.
care.
Like kids when they run into like the end of a glass table. I've done that. I know a lot of times.
Done
as a
that
kid.
as an adult.
Yeah, like you run into it and you're just like, I'm like, wait, no, don't do that.
Speaking of Noah, there in Pittsburgh, somebody sent me, I don't think he sent me this, but somebody sent me a clip of Channel 11 in Pittsburgh was doing some breaking news at the scene of a house fire in Penn Hills, which is a big suburb of Pittsburgh. And the lady that they talked to across the street, I think she got some issues going on or something.
And he ran through the front door.
Well, actually, my husband looked out the window and he said the house across the street was on fire. I didn't believe him because he lies so much.
And then she rolls her eyes. He lies so much. Yeah. Well, there you go. Congratulations.
I love it when little marital problems come out
on live television.
Yes, interviews and
Ma'am,
things
we
like
don't.
that.
Yeah, she's throwing an editorial in about her husband's record there. When he said the house across the street was on fire, and I didn't believe him because he lies a lot. So you thought he was lying about the house across the street on fire? He didn't see
He must lie a lot.
Yeah. He's compulsive.
I didn't think he would lie about stealing money from our joint bank account either, but what are you going to do?
But here we are. And it turns out he buried it in the house across the street, so now we're in real trouble. Also, the great Michael Keaton, who is a native of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, he won. Again, we've said it a million times, but these award ceremonies come and go, and nobody is the wiser. They had the Screen Actors Guild Awards, the SAG Awards last night. Michael Keaton is in this great miniseries called Dope Sick about the opioid crisis in the United States. And he won. He won the male actor, and he got all choked up because he has lost his own nephew to drug addiction. But Salma Hayek was up there. God, Salma Hayek still looks great.
She's so hot.
Oh, she's so foxy. Always has been, probably always will be. But Michael Keaton was in the bathroom, and so he comes running out, didn't realize that they had called his name, or,
That's hilarious.
it was one of those, yeah.
For male actor in a television, movie, or limited series, Michael Keaton. Keaton, Dope Sick.
Keaton, like she never met him before.
Are you kidding me? I have stage fright. Come on, Michael! Come on, Michael!
Thank you very much. Sorry, quick trip to the men's room. It is packed, by the way. This is so nice. Thank you very much. I've sent out my preemptive thanks to everyone involved in this, especially Marnie. But mostly, given the subject matter, this is for my nephew, Michael, and my sister, Pam. I lost my nephew, Michael, to drugs, and it hurts. This is for my sister, Pam. Thanks.
Michael Keaton's awesome. A lot of people like to
love
talk
him.
about Tom Hanks. Michael Keaton is also a national treasure. He's the best.
His career has just had some ups and downs that Tom Hanks didn't have. Like, he kind of had a lull in, the 2000s and then came back with Birdman.
See, I think Michael Keaton ducked out for a minute because he lives in
Well,
Montana
that's what I mean.
on a
But
like
that's
a
what I mean.
ranch
That's
and-
the lull that he had.
Yeah.
He wasn't making movies.
Right.
And then he came back to it.
Yeah.
He's so hot.
I met him one time when I was working for PBS in Pittsburgh. There was a thing after Fred Rogers had died, and I met Michael Keaton briefly because he was part of some children's show in Pittsburgh back in the early 70s or something. And he's just as nice as you hope he would be. Mm-hmm. But it occurs to me as I was kind of watching this clip last night, I'm like, everybody loves Tom Hanks. But Michael Keaton, goddamn, is this guy good? Yeah. He's great. And he's going to be the Batman again in the Flash movie.
The Flash movie and Batgirl. So
In what?
Batgirl or Batwoman.
What's Batgirl?
They're doing
There's a Batgirl movie?
There's a It's Batwoman or Batgirl. I can't remember. I think it's Batgirl. And there's going to be a Batgirl movie, and he's in that. And I think that's going directly to HBO Max.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter has finally moved away, at least temporarily, but I'll take it. She's moved away from SpongeBob, and now she's watching Teen Titans Go.
Okay.
Love
Oh,
that.
that's silly stuff.
It's silly stuff, right? But at least I know the
Yeah.
characters, and I read the comic book when I was a kid. And my son got
Still
a cat.
a good amount of screaming.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Hey!
screaming.
Your son got a cat?
My son got a cat.
Hell
yeah.
yeah. Does he love it?
Well,
That is a direct response to your hatred
Absolutely.
of cat.
I'll never be like my dad because he gets a cat.
That's how he's rebelling.
Right.
Listen, if that's the only way in which he rebels, that's just fine with me. Yeah, he got like a long-haired Siamese or something. He named it Willoughby. And I was like, because I texted him and I go, your sister suggested you name the cat Mr. Jeff. And he had already named the cat, I guess. But I haven't seen the cat. He sent a photo. Mm-hmm. But I have no interest in ever meeting this cat. But I think maybe for him, it might be like a nice little kind of therapy thing or whatever,
A little companion.
A little companion.
A little cuddlebug.
I guess, yeah. So that's okay. Hey, Alan Cox Show After Hours line, people who just want to leave messages. A lot of them drunk, but some of them not. You can always drop one for us. It's 216-986-8903.
Hey, guys, Dexter Mackin here. You guys always talk about Mary leaving them thirst traps. What about Poundcake? I mean, every time I see him on the live stream, put his hands on his hips, not going to lie, make you want to leave it in. Hate the show back.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
I'm thick.
Are you doing thirst traps in there on the live stream?
I don't mean to. I think I just am. I'm just sexy.
What's that? What does he mean, your hands on your hips?
I don't know. I put my hands on my hips periodically, but I'm not doing it to be a thirst trap. That's how I rest my hands. Sometimes I put them behind my neck.
He can't help that he's just that sexy.
He's just that irresistible.
I think I'm attractive. I made a straight boyfriend angry over the weekend, so that was fun.
Wait,
Like
back it up. You made a straight guy?
Well, so my friend's ex, I made him upset. So
I see.
my friend works at
And you take that as a point of pride.
because I was like, oh my
Pardon the
gosh,
pun.
people still think I'm dangerous. Like I still have the choice or the chance to take your girl. Like you're threatened. People don't get threatened by me.
He was out with a straight girl and her ex got jealous.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Had he met you?
no. So, but I guess his ex must have said something about me. But because she did say in the picture, I'll back up. On Friday night, I went to a hockey game. My friend got me tickets, and so we were watching.
Monsters game?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. And so she came down and she was talking to me, and we got food together. And I was like, oh, so we'll just take a cute little picture. It was me and my friend. We take a picture, and I was like, it's still Black History Month. She is black. We were both at a hockey game. So I was like, it'd be fun if I just use like the little GIF. It said Black Love on it. And I tagged her in it. And I guess she reposted it to her story. And her ex got pissed off like, oh, you think you funny, something, like texting her. And she was like, he doesn't even like boys, or he doesn't even like girls. And he was like, I don't care, that's still disrespectful, blah, blah, blah. Like, he didn't believe it.
But he's her ex.
I know. But I'm like, wow.
What are people doing?
I don't know.
What are people doing? I mean,
Kanye's making it popular to be
Toxic?
Toxic, yeah.
well, it's not
Hiring
it's not like he invented
He didn't
this,
invent it, but now
still.
he's normalizing
Just-
it. People are like, that's what I do. I freak out and I act like a child when my girl breaks up with me.
Well,
and
yeah.
Kanye's doing it, so it must be cool.
These people have always, again, I can't imagine anybody taking their cues from Kanye West. These people have always been around, but I've never
they
understood
do,
them.
man.
Like,
They do.
They do. Some guy, you're telling me that a guy who before that was a relatively even-tempered guy sees Kanye and goes, yeah, I'm going to text my
That's the
ex.
way?
That's the way to do it.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there's people that see the way he's acting and
I think it's okay to be petty.
they think it's good. They go, that's the way I want to act too.
Why do
when I'm
they
in these
think it's good?
situations. Because
nothing seems to be working out for that guy right now.
Everybody talking. Nobody. I don't think anybody's cheering him on in the way that he's handling things.
He's got so many people that cheer him on. That's why Pete Davidson
Regular people.
Trolls.
But like there's so many people. There's a lot of people that treat it like, oh, okay, Kanye's wacky right now. But then there's a lot of people that see it. That's why, like, Pete Davidson made an Instagram account, got 2 million followers, and then deleted it right away because Kanye's trolls just flooded it with comments. And so he's like, I'm not going to deal with this stuff.
Yeah.
Because there is,
Calling him skeet.
yeah. See? He's the person that likes it.
No, I don't. But I don't
You
go
do.
after. No, I don't go after him. I'm not going to comment on somebody's Instagram. Like, I don't care that much. But I notice what's going on in the public, and I'm talking about it because people are already going to talk about it. So I'm not contributing to it. I'm just reporting what's out there.
Well, Kanye's a whole other thing, but your friend's ex is just a regular dude.
He's a regular dude, and I posted that picture.
Who's still texting his ex, upset.
That she posted a picture with a gay guy.
Doesn't sound like they're fully exes yet.
Or he's not a fully ex yet.
But
she might be over it.
Yeah, but I guess.
Well, I don't.
Why
know.
would she even engage?
Because
people like drama, bro.
Yeah, and I wanted to post a picture. Like I thought it was a cute picture. I look good in the picture. I don't post many pictures on Instagram.
No, I understand why you did. I'm always fascinated by people who just waste their time with things that I don't know.
But again, I think I'm kind
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
I always forget that not everyone knows I'm gay. Like I went through so much of my life. Everyone was like, you don't have to tell people you're gay. They know. And then when people don't know I'm gay, I'm like, oh, I thought they knew. I thought everyone knew.
But also, forget the gay thing. This guy is allegedly her ex.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I agree with you.
If she broke up with him, he cares.
Right, but yeah,
people do that, man.
Yeah, you're gonna find there's a lot of people out there.
Well, I made
a lot of people in the world, huh?
I made someone jelly, so I felt like.
Well, you made yeah.
I had a dude that when I was dating this one girl, he would like show up at my shows and
control
like
you.
Like I don't know what he was trying to do.
Fight you?
I don't. He was a little guy. I don't think it was to fight
Threaten?
me. I don't know. He was just showing up and like I don't know, trying to intimidate me or whatever.
But you had to
like,
be told who he was though at some point.
Yeah, like I knew. Eventually, I knew who he was. I was like, oh, well, what are you doing? And eventually, he stopped. But it was real lame. Mm-hmm. But it was just that like I can't let this go behavior. Huh. They just they get broken up with and they're like, but I need her, and then it's just lame.
Wild.
There's always another one. That's what I'm saying. Whether you're a boy or girl,
there's always a next person.
You get broken up with, you'll find another one. There's no soulmates.
But Poundcake.
Oh, jeez. Wow, this guy.
Well, who's here has a soulmate?
Alan?
Do you believe in soulmates, Alan?
I believe.
He's married to his wife that he loves.
I believe that you can have multiple soulmates. Is the implication that a soulmate is one person?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think that you can have like
that is a term, by the way, that I do not use and would not use. But I don't begrudge people who use it. I'm just saying if you think there is one person, you're very, very mistaken.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. But Poundcake, you take this as a point of pride that this guy got mad.
Yeah, because I don't make a lot of people mad.
But it wasn't about you, really. It was about her.
But it's okay. I was.
You were just in the picture.
He made it about him.
I'm threatening. Ooh, he thinks I could take.
But wouldn't he ever reacted that way, no matter who was in the picture with her?
But he didn't. It was me.
Unless it was an ugly person.
You're like, oh, that's definitely her friend.
Because then the answer is like, I'm so much better.
Or like
you lost
upgraded.
out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know what this guy looks like. Maybe she broke up with him because he was too ugly.
No, he's like a bodybuilder.
That doesn't mean he's not ugly. There's a lot of ugly bodybuilders. That's why they're bodybuilders. They're like, don't look neck up. Look neck down.
Look at all my abs.
Yeah.
Count them.
Yep. I'm down here. Trust me. You don't want to look north of the Adam's apple. And so how did this rectify itself, or did it?
Nothing. We went out for tacos and margaritas.
Tacos and margaritas.
Margaritas.
Yeah. What'd he say?
Margaritas.
You went out for margaritas?
I said margaritas.
What flavor margaritas? Did you have a vodka salad?
No, it was.
Is that what it's called? The vodka salad?
Yeah, vodka salad. That's fine.
Yeah.
It was the blood orange.
Hey, by the way, speaking of soulmates, Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet are going to give it another try. They're getting back together.
Too pretty not to.
Good for them. Hey, listen, I was reading a big article because Ben Stiller, I was talking about that show Severance that's over on Apple Plus. It's really good, and Ben Stiller's directed them. And so they've been doing write-ups on him. And he and his wife got back together during the pandemic. He's married to Christine Taylor for a long time, and they split up. And they have teenage kids, I think. And over the course of the pandemic, they kind of took another look at it and figured that they would give it another try. I think she got famous on the Brady Bunch movies.
Yeah, that was like
she was in
start.
Seinfeld back in the day, and but everybody's getting back together again. Lisa Bonet, Jason Momoa.
She was the bald lady on Friends.
I don't remember that.
Who was it? I think
Mindy, the girl who shaved her head.
Yeah,
Russ.
Ross was dating? Okay, Ross was dating
It
her,
was
yeah.
because Rachel was super jealous of Ross
Yes,
and Mindy,
that's
and so
right.
Rachel convinced her to shave her head while they were all on vacation. And haha, gotcha. And she did it, and Ross was like, "Are you kidding me? You got my girlfriend to shave her head."
It's not a bad look.
I thought that was not Reese Witherspoon. That's her sister. Never mind.
Yeah, Reese Witherspoon played Rachel's sister.
What's this girl's name?
Christine Taylor.
She's in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Oh, yes. She's cute. I like her.
I will have Cleveland Boat Show tickets for you after this break. It starts on St. Patty's Day and goes through that weekend at the IX Center. So if you're into boats, if you simply cannot wait for summer to come, you can get your boat out on the water, and the Cleveland Boat Show is something you no doubt check out. So I have those tickets for you coming up. 35192 if you want to text for anything else, and we'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show.